What's up? What's going on, everybody? We are back on the bench top, and we got something badass. I've been trying to film this video for weeks now, but man, I've just been so busy trying to fire up the food truck. Finally getting that going. We're going to do a little soft launch for all the friends and family on Super Bowl here coming up quick. So that should be fun. Have everybody over, showcase the new menu, stuff like that. But what we came here for is this bad boy. There was a bunch of sales right at the end of the year, and I took advantage of a lot of them. I mean, luckily I won a small poker tournament, like a daily small Saturday poker tournament here in town, so that was nice. It was a bounty tournament. I was lucky to pull a couple bounties, so I took that money and blew it all on knives. So I bought pretty much my whole wish list. I think I got about 5 or 6 really good knives that I didn't think I would ever, or it would be years before I got them. But luckily for that win in that poker tournament, it helped us out. So here we are. And this thing was pretty much like 40% off. It's a $250 retail knife. They had it on sale for $150, so I had to grab it. This is the Demko 20.5. This is the one made in Taiwan, as you can see right there, an S35 VN, and it is awesome. This is not the original clip. That was the only downside of this knife. The clip that came with it pretty much looked just like this, but the spoon was a little bit wider. Even at the tip right here, it was like that. And I caught it on my door handle of my truck, and it ripped it out, so made it all funky. But what's cool about this knife is so many people make extras and upgrades for it. I got this off Etsy for like 25 bucks. A little decent tiger stripe pocket clip, so I thought it went well with the shark theme. But this thing is awesome, guys. They make this in all kind of price ranges. They have it in like D2 or the K110 in the Grivery handles for only like 99 bucks right now on a couple websites as a special. So if you don't really care about having the S35 VN or Magna Cut or anything like that, you know, something fancy, you can get in cheap. And then if you don't like the scales, because really what you want is you're in it for the lock. The mechanism, it's so much fun and so fidgety. I literally find myself pulling it out in public. We'll have to pause the video there. Let that sink in. Think about that. Think about using better words. But no, I catch myself literally pulling this thing out in public and just doing this, and people are like, what in the fuck is this weirdo doing? And I'm like, oh shit, sorry guys. It's just so much fun. It's like a little fidget toy. I got the Godson, the ProTech Godson, and that's an automatic knife. And I have this in my pocket one day, have that the next day. And don't get me wrong, that ProTech is absolutely amazing. It's a dream knife. Can't wait to show you guys that one. But it's an automatic. There's no really fidget factor, if you will. When you pull it out, it means business. You press the button, it goes. But this thing, I mean, if you get if you kind of do it slow, you can get it reminds me of a bolt action rifle. And that's what it even has, the little, there you go. Looks like a back of a cartridge. Shows where they're from in Pennsylvania. Wampum? Oh man. Wampum? I don't even know how to say that. That's probably like a Indian name, it looks like, and I'm just butchering it like a piece of shit white guy. Sorry guys. I'll look that up. I'll figure out how to say that on my off time. But yeah, little Demko knives. But this thing is awesome. I suggest picking up one. This one is a little expensive. in the digital camo. Like I said, it's normally $250, and the S35VN. Now they have American models too that are cheaper. I didn't even realize that. I thought all the American models were just the super expensive high-end version, like the 8020. This is the 8020.5. So it's a little bit smaller, thinner, more like EDC kind of use. I believe the 8020, I thought that was the only American one, but they have a bunch of 8025s that are American too. I seen them at SHOT Show. And they got some new cool blades coming out. This is their shark's foot, they call it. It's a sheep's foot. They do have a spear point, I believe, and then they're coming out with like a Bowie or a clip point type blade. So yeah, definitely check them out. There's a bunch of aftermarket parts for them. I think Applied Weapons Tech makes for them. Original Goat, Rips, Garage Tech, and then there's a bunch of people on Etsy doing stuff too. So if you don't like these scales, like I said, they probably have 10 different styles that you can buy from them, and then there's a bunch of aftermarket companies. So definitely go check them out. They're T6s. That's what I use to change out the clip. They're T6s here, but this big bad boy is a T8. So, or no, I mean a T10. Sorry, excuse me, a T10. So that's pretty cool. I wish these were T8s to go with that. But they're good high quality screws. I popped them out no problem. No stripping at all. I think, you know what, my hatred with the T6 is I've been, you know, a budget knife guy pretty much for the first part of my knife journey. And a lot of those T6s are garbage. But when you get in these nicer blades, I've noticed that even though it has a T6, it's a reliable T6. So that's haven't been such a big deal on the nicer blades. But this thing is super fun. It's got a little bit of artwork, you know, is the name right there. Let's see if I can get it out of the light. There you go. That's not too bad, you know. Right where it says it too, I like that a lot. So, you know, it's kind of hidden. If you own a lot of knives, this one obviously says Demko Knives right there too. So, but sometimes this knife just nice to have the name or the maker right there sometimes so you can remember, oh yeah, that's what that is. But lanyard hole. This one is a deep pocket clip. The other one wasn't as deep. This one is definitely way deeper carry. But in the original package, it did come with an extra left-handed clip as well. So it is completely ambidextrous. You know, of course, you got the ambidextrous lock. You got to have the mount on both sides. That just makes sense to me. And they even give you that because the clip kind of, this one just goes straight, but the other one kind of bends with it. So it kind of matches that as well on that side. But all in all, guys, this thing is awesome. Tons of ways to deploy it besides the obvious one. You got your normal thumb studs. You got your hole for your reverse flick. You can flick it from there too. Like, it's super easy. I suck at that kind of stuff, but when I can do it, you know, it's easy. Ergonomics are great. I think it's like a 3.5-inch blade, 4-inch handle, 7.5 overall, something like that. I had them somewhere. This is actually the second time doing this video. I did it a couple days ago, and I messed up the audio pretty bad. So trying something new today. Hopefully this works out. But all in all, guys, this thing is great. Like I said, S35VN has been super sharp. I've cut 1,000 things with it. I don't see any paper close by, so you're just going to have to trust me. Cut 1,000 things with it. Hasn't let me down. I love the tip. Ergos all day, you know. Pinch grip all day, as Tri-State would say. The jipping's great. It's deep and aggressive, but it's not going to destroy your fingers. But I'll tell you what will. So hold on, let me finish this. This was nice too. I love the angle of this. Like, you can get behind, like, literally, here's my finger, effortlessly. You could just like get behind a zip tie or some on some wires easily. Had to do that a couple times. It's been great. The thing you will do though, I'll be honest with you, the first couple days, you can already see the indentation just from doing this video. Your finger's gonna get a callus right there. You're gonna do this so much. And it's not that these things are like super, you can barely even see these, right? Like, The milling on them aren't terribly aggressive, I wouldn't say. But you're going to do it so much that your finger's going to get a callus. But that's the only downfall. Going to get a callus, and the pocket clip wasn't the greatest. I wish they'd go back and check that out. Do something different with the pocket clip. I almost would like a milled pocket clip on this. Would probably look super good. But I know that jack the price up on the knife, so it's already getting up there in price at $250. Is it worth it at $250? I think it is. I've had so much fun with it. If you're into the metals, if you want the S35VN, then you already know you're going to pay a little extra for it. I would catch it on sale like I did. Getting it at $150 with the S35VN is an absolutely, like, duh, go grab it. No brainer. But you can, like I said, you can grab the cheaper models for only $100. Banger it around, screw up the handles. If you don't like the handles, then you can go upgrade them to something super nice. And for under $200, you'd have a complete custom knife. So for under the price of this one, you could have a complete custom knife with a clip, new scales, and the shark lock. So, and if this is too big for you, they make another one. And I didn't even realize this until at let me see if you can get that. Yeah, like perfect size for me. But if you like smaller knives, they have this same lock in the Shark Cub, which is actually a great size knife as well. I thought it was a lot smaller, seeing it on on the computer, in magazines or whatever. But I seen it at SHOT Show, and it's a great size. It's reminds me of like the size of like a Hogue Deca or like a Benchmade Arcane, if you're familiar with that at all. Or even like a Benchmade Mini Bug Out. It's probably right around that same size. And I thought they were a lot smaller for some reason, but no, it's a perfect everyday carry. And then they just came out with the Nano, which is, a lot smaller if you want a secondary pocket knife or a backup for something like that. So they make them in all sizes. You guys go check them out. Awesome dudes. I didn't really get to meet the brothers. They were there eating. I didn't want to bother them like a douchebag, like they just got some food. So I was talking to one of the reps. We were talking some food truck stuff. They seem super cool guys, super chill, laid back. And like I said, this is awesome. I just hope they just keep doing some cool, fun stuff. They've been working with people too. Before I go, you catch the other knife they did with this exact lock. They did one with brain fart, the arcade from Flightanium. There we go. I picked that one up as well. They had that on sale. If you bought the Flightanium, the knife was 50% off. Flightanium products had a nice discount. I can't remember what they were off, so I bought some new inlays for it, a back strap. New inlays in the back strap plus the knife, and you got a free Flightanium flashlight, so you can't beat that. I'll be showing that off soon. Did it up at in the local college's colors. They got the farthest they've ever gotten in my life this year, being ranked. So that was pretty cool. And then we promptly decided not to re-sign the coach or the quarterback. So you can tell that school makes really great decisions. But anyways, here goes like a Demko Shark Lock. You got to go get it. It's an awesome knife. They have it in every budget from 100 to 500. It's definitely dad approved, fun as shit. You're gonna love it. Bye guys.